So I don't know if you can see this, along this tide line here, we often get like really fine debris washing. And I didn't think anything of it till I sort of looked a bit closer and realised that it is thousands and thousands and thousands of dead flies. I've never ever seen that before. Thousands of them. What on earth's going on? It's a bit of aircraft. Oh, there's a big bit. Apologies. I think that's a bit too big for my garden. Look at the girthy neck on that. That's well thick. Not seen one that big. The wallet fell out. Bit of sea glass and a belemnite, and the biggest chunk of coal you've ever seen. Look at the size of that thing. What's the word? You've got yourself a new boy. Lovely. Nice find. Stumbled across this shark. It's actually a dogfish. Look at that beauty, it's still alive, so I'm going to quickly plonk it back in. Absolute beauty. Oh wow, I'm well chuffed with that. Just found the biggest bit of amber ever. I'm so excited. Look at that. Good morning, evening or afternoon, depending on when you're watching and where you're watching from. Back out down the beach today, beachcombing. And I'm actually on my way back, and I've had a really good day. Plenty of bits of fossil bone and interesting little goodies. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Oh, my first find of the day. Looks like I got myself a little spade. Lovely old job. Let go my little collection of lost beach toys. Fantastic. Just spotted this little thing. I don't know if it's going to be any good. Don't know if it's fossil wood or fossil bone, but we'll find out together. What have we got? It might just be a stone. Oh no, it is a fossil bit of bone. Lovely. It's the very worn remnants of the bone marrow side there. That's the outside surface. So happy with that for a first bones find. Superb. Not fossilised, but a little scapular bone. That would be like shoulder bone. Obviously, as I say, not fossilised, but sort of show you it. This is quite smart. It's probably off a seal or something similar. And the obligatory bit of green sea glass. This stuff is everywhere. So I don't know if you can see this, along this tide line here, we often get like really fine debris washing. And I didn't think anything of it till I sort of looked a bit closer and realised that it is thousands and thousands and thousands of dead flies. I've never ever seen that before. Thousands of them. What on earth's going on? I'm now a good few miles up from where I filmed them last, and there's still thousands of dead flies. How weird. As far as the eye can see, all the way up this way, it's just dead flies on the tide line. It's so weird. Oh yes, we've got a decent piece. Lovely. That's a nice substantial bit of fossil bone. Cool. That made the trip well worth it now. Still see the marrow on the inside there. Smart. Happy with that. Just had this nice little bit of fossil wood. There's the imprint she left. Absolutely beautiful. I do love this stuff. The variety is amazing. Next find, this quite cool looking, presumably a dog ball. Quite smart. Might leave that somewhere convenient on the dunes. Someone might want that for their pooch. Cool. Now that's a nice usable bit of wood. I would say it's most probably a bit of teak, maybe off a boat or something like that, a bit of handrail, but that is a lovely piece of lumber. I shall be keeping that and using that in a future project. It's handy to have lengths like this, you just never know when you're going to need them. Just had another lovely bit of fossil bone, it's just laid down there. Well worn off and rounded this piece, but not a bad bit. So I love these little areas where all this like debris washes out, because this is where you find things like bits of coal, and you can find your jet, which is fossilised monkey puzzle tree, which is used for jewellery and ornaments and things, so it's always worth a look. You can see some bands of it here, so if you ever see this on the beach, go check it out. Nice little morsel of fossilised monkey puzzle tree here, also known as jet or Whitby jet. You'll find a lot of that up the north side of England. Here's a mystery find for you. I thought it was a bit of plastic, but on closer inspection it's symmetrical. So I'm now wondering if that is the lower jaw from a fish, or maybe an eel or something. I'm possibly going to keep hold of it for a little while till I find out what it is, but how interesting is that? I think it's made from some sort of like cartilagey, bony sort of material, but how cool. Oh, and another bit. Oh, check that out. Another bit of fossil bone. Beautiful. Not having a bad day so far. I've just seen this, which looks like a little knit. Yep, now going to squeeze that in the bag. Decent. I think I can still get up a little bit further. It's normally seals on these next groins, but they're sort of coming towards the end of their molt now, where they molt their winter fur. So hopefully I'll be able to get up a little bit further on the good stuff. And some more. Lovely. And a little miscellaneous fastener, maybe off a tripod or something like that. That must be stainless steel because it's not rusted yet. Maybe come in handy, that. Another nice bit of fossil wood by the looks of it. Lovely. Very dark piece. And a lovely another little piece of bone here. Fantastic. I think that's probably about the fourth or fifth piece today. I'm all chuffed with that. An old broom or a brush washed up here, whatever you want to call it. A bit of a strange find. Some fairly good nick, you can probably use that. I'll chuck it up on the dunes by the gap and maybe take it home later. If not, I'll grab it at a later date. Might use it in my shed actually. Here's one for you, Kerry. I know you like your tile. The old finds pouch is getting pretty full now, and I've just spotted another lovely bit of bone. That's a belting piece. Lovely old job. It's the second fairly big bit of found today. Oh, that's a better piece. Very light green that. And another little piece hiding up. Small specimen. You know what, I thought these pipes were quite old, but look, www.protectorshell.com, so it's obviously been down here after the internet, so obviously quite new. But there is cables run through this big gap, so that's probably why. But yeah, I thought these were quite old, but obviously not. Just spotted actually, there's a big crane up on that wind turbine over there. They've already removed the blades on the right hand side one. Actually broke one of them blades last summer. A bit of wind and stormage we had. So I wonder whether they're going to change the blades or the motor heads completely. Who knows, but interesting. And I'm back at the Balls and Blisters HQ. It was a pretty good little outing today. Found some nice bits. Found 7 bits of bone in various shapes and sizes. Some lovely bits. Some nice bits here.